Hey there, ex-cult boy, back talking more about the cult that I escaped 7 years ago, the Exclusive Brethren. Now, I get a lot of you ask, growing up, did we celebrate Christmas, or do the Brethren celebrate Christmas? No, they don't. And here is a letter to exemplify that, whereby the elders are raising a concern about the Brethren going on with these pagan activities. So I want to run you through it quickly because it's kind of full of jargon and you guys are going to be like, what does that mean? So basically it says there's been universal concern raised regarding the activities that link with worldly celebrations at this time of year, meaning the Christmas celebrations. Social media, including WhatsApp, is being used to circulate and publish images of this activity, including large gatherings of brethren in public places. Now, just briefly, obviously the Brethren are not meant to have social media, and because they have WhatsApp and WhatsApp have that status update, the Brethren kind of use that to create their own version of social media, and same with LinkedIn. I've seen that has become kind of their social media outlet, because you're not allowed to have it, basically. And then also the Brethren aren't allowed to have large gatherings in public places. That's always been a no-no. I remember we were never allowed to go to Vivid growing up because it was, too many people in a public place. The same reason you don't go to sports stadiums, apart from it being worldly entertainment. And then it goes on to say that the Lord raised, okay, you're not going to get any of this, but saying that in 2020, we already had an issue with this in relation to like celebrating New Year's Eve. And it appears that everybody has gone back on this, and there are extensive reports about celebrating the season. Put away your candy canes, kids. And then it goes on to say Christmas celebrations should be condemned, having their origin in pagan festivities. Yes, so stop believing that there's an old man in the sky. This one has reindeers and a sleigh, so yes, slightly more unbelievable. Anyway, not to pinpoint that. The point here is, if we go on, and then to go on with the rest of the letter, it says, the beloved Mr. Bruce Howes, as in the leader, has given us very recent admonition as to this time of year, talking about, and it gives reference to a book which the Brethren circulate every time he speaks. Basically, it's recorded and edited, just in case there's something in there that could hold him accountable publicly. Basically saying, we've spoken about it before, and here's a reminder. And then it goes on to say, it is the responsibility of each householder to uphold these standards and resist the devil in respect of these celebrations. So take down that tinsel and put away those candy canes. And then it gives more helpful resources. And then it said, if there is any brethren aware of photos circulating, they then should speak. Basically, it's saying they should speak to responsible brothers in the locality where the photo has originated so that the matter can be followed through. So basically what they're saying is, if anybody's aware, please job on your neighbour and your best mates and wherever it's coming from, because this is how the culture within this cult survives. It's kind of like the Secret Service back in the day of the Nazi regime. And then it's signed by the responsible brothers around the world. Let me take you to my next slide. And here are the responsible brothers that signed it. You will notice that the leader doesn't sign his name to anything anymore because, well, then he can't be held accountable. I mean, it's a collective group. Very clever. And let me show you my last image that I want to share. Enter the Exclusive Brethren, or the cult charity, called the Rapid Relief Team. Here we have a propaganda or a staged photo where Brethren kids are wearing what looks to be Santa's hat. As you can see, they've decorated all for Christmas. Now, the hypocrisy here is that they are wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and appearing to be celebrating Christmas, right? You would get that from this image, and that's the message they want to deliver. So with that comes the rest of the world who would see this, would think, oh, they're just normal people. They're just a normal group that do celebrate Christmas. The hypocrisy is, and what you don't see, is what's happening behind closed doors. You are getting letters like the one I just read through with you that are extremely controlling, that are extremely manipulative. And this is the culture and of this group. And this is what keeps the members in there, because this fear and creating this narrative that whereby they inflict these rules of reporting on each other and why they can't celebrate Christmas. But the rest of the world, all happy families. So I just wanted to share that with you to point up the hypocrisy and why, I did a post about this before and said how hypocritical it was to me, because we grew up without Christmas and were pulled out of Christmas events in primary school, and also the psychological damage on these kids. They would know that they're going home to absolutely no joy in celebrating Christmas, whilst, the confusion that would create. I guess I wanted to show you that letter to show how strict or strong the coercive control is amongst the exclusive brethren. These are grown people being told they can't celebrate Christmas and they must confess their sins. I hope this helps clear up how deep the hypocrisy runs within the exclusive brethren, or the Plymouth Brethren Christian Church, from their very show pony charity, the Rapid Relief Team, to their very own, rules and regulations that they circulate amongst their brethren.